child's name Shreya Aaron Pindoria and the date of birth 12th of January 2005.
The day after she was born, I went to the temple and the priest consulted the astrology charts. Astrology is very important in the Hindu tradition. Whether it's birth, marriage or deaths, we would consult the astrology charts. Most people choose a name for their baby just because they like it, but in Hinduism it's different. When a baby is born into a Hindu family, we use astrology, or the stars, to get the first letter of the baby's name because we believe it will bring good luck and fortune to their life. So the name given to the baby depends on what initials we get from the astrology chart. The priest asked me what day she was born, what time she was born, and from that he was able to look at an astrology chart, a bit like the zodiac signs. He worked out the period which connected to my daughter. He gave me the letters in the Indian language, Gujarati. Okay. They were G, Sh and S, and when translated into English, this would mean a name beginning with G or S. After we'd been given the initials, we came home and it was time to decide what we were going to call our baby.
It's a bit long.
As with any baby names, choosing the right name, it's a very difficult and long drawn out process. We used the internet, looked through various baby name books and asked our family and friends what they thought. Eventually we sat down, went through all the names and we liked and decided to call her Shreya.
What about Shreya? Shreya's nice.
It's nice, I've highlighted that one.
I'll go for Shreya.
Okay then.
We chose the name Shreya because it's nice and short and easy to pronounce, and also had a nice meaning, prosperity.
11 days after Shreya was born, we held a Namkaran, or naming ceremony, which is the official Hindu ceremony where the baby is given the name. The naming ceremony is very important to us. It just means that we're keeping the Hindu tradition alive in the Western society we live in. Traditionally, 5 of the baby's aunties come to the house for the Namkaran. They sit in a circle around the crib and place leaves on it. Then they all rock the baby whilst they sing a traditional Indian folk song. The song is in an Indian language called Gujarati. In the song, the first 4 aunties each sing a name that they wish the baby had been called. The last auntie sings the baby's actual name, which in this case is Shreya. Our daughter being a Hindu, to us, it means that she will be given the knowledge and the guidance she needs to get on in life and be good in life, just as our parents give to us.
Well, the synagogue is the name of a Jewish place of worship, just as Christians are associated with a church and Muslims a mosque and so on. Not all weddings take place in synagogues, but the majority of them do.
Hello.
Right. Well, the bedeckment ceremony goes back to biblical times when one of the earliest Jews called Jacob was actually given the wrong bride. So ever since, the bridegroom ensures that the bride is the right one by lifting up the veil prior to the actual ceremony.
I think that's no, it definitely is.
Right. The chuppah is the wedding canopy which the couple and their respective parents are under. It's to show that it's their home, but it should be open, so anybody can feel that they will be welcomed into the newly married home.
May he bless the bridegroom and the bride.
Well, normally the bridegroom's family would be on the right of the rabbi under the chuppah, and the bride on the left. As one would expect at a wedding, people are very happy. Some people may cry, but that's tears of joy rather than anything else. And it is, of course, regarded by everybody, friend, relative, even stranger, as a very joyful occasion. The ancient rabbis would say there is no joyful occasion without the drinking of wine.
For henceforth you will share all things, even as you at this moment will share this cup of wine.
And obviously a marriage wedding is a very happy occasion, so the couple will drink wine twice. And they drink from the same cup to represent unity, that they are now as one. Gaina walked around her bridegroom 3 times, and the idea really is that he's at the centre of her universe. Remember, these things were done in ancient times when perhaps the bridegroom was more important than the bride, so some people, for that reason, don't have this ceremony today.
This ring is the seal of the bond which will bind you together as husband and wife.
Traditionally, the ring is presented to the bride by the bridegroom, and this, in fact, is the most important part of the Jewish ceremony. This actually really makes them husband and wife.
Look at Ashley.
Kedat Moshe v'Yisrael.
Kedat Moshe.
Israel.
In some synagogues, the whole service would be conducted in Hebrew.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav amo Yisrael.
In others, a certain amount will be read in English. Some of the prayers are biblical, other prayers are perhaps the prayers of individual rabbis.
Baruch atah Adonai.
The last thing at a Jewish wedding is for the bridegroom to break glass.
Your best foot forward.
The most popular reason is that some Jews are still in mourning for Jerusalem and Zion. And therefore, though a marriage is very happy, one also remembers the sad times as well. After Stephen breaks the glass, the congregation come out with a shout, which is Mazal Tov, which is the Hebrew for good luck or congratulations. The ketubah is the marriage certificate, and it's a sort of a contract between the bride and the bridegroom, and it is signed by them, by the officiating rabbi, and by 2 witnesses.
Thank you.
Well, marriage is regarded as very important in the Jewish religion. It goes back to biblical times when it says that man should not be on his own. So marriage is regarded as an important requirement for Jewish people.
When someone dies, we lose somebody that we've loved perhaps very much. And part of us seems to die with them. What we're left with is the memory of the person who has died. The funeral remembers the person who has died by recognizing that their life has been filled with many different things. The cross-bearer brings the cross into church and takes it out at the end to the grave. It's the sign that God is with us at every stage of our journey. Two things to be said before we begin, other than to welcome you here to this very ancient parish church, and the place that Kathleen came, and it is for her that we are here today, to welcome her home to her father's house and to take her to the churchyard to await the eternal day of resurrection. People wear black at a funeral service because they want to show that they are sad, that something of worth and value has been taken away from them. And so they take off all the things that might be seen to be celebrating life. I knew her a very short time, but she was, I'm told, a Lancashire lass, who at the end of her life has returned home from a journey. The emotions that people feel at a funeral are very mixed. There is, of course, sadness because we've lost somebody that we've loved and we won't see them again. But there are also other emotions, such as laughter, remembering with gladness the things that we've shared and have been things of joy. It was Kathleen who provided the harvest loaf, but I'm also told that her shortbread was well worth having. A lady of independent mind, fond of painting and gardening, both vegetables and flowers, I'm told. Let us pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Hymns are songs that we sing during the course of the service. They reflect our hope in God, our joy at what He has promised us, and also to recognize that sometimes we need His help more at this time than at others. When we come to the graveside and we begin the burial of the person, of the coffin, we use the words earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's a reminder that all things come to an end. People throw flowers and dirt into the grave, onto the coffin. It's a way of saying goodbye and also helping us to realize that this really is a goodbye, a passing away of somebody that we've known and loved, and that we must go on with our lives now without them. The faith of the Christian comforts them when somebody dies because it's real. And although we can't see them, it doesn't mean that God has either abandoned them or sent them away. Rather, together we go on, knowing that we're going to meet again when those journeys finally end.